lovely hello, I'm Refashionista Sheri, and as always, if you love all things thrifted and vintage and DIY and upcycled, you are definitely in the right place, and welcome, or welcome back. But be sure to subscribe and share your favorite DIYs and tutorials with your online circle so we can get everybody living a more rockin' refashionista lifestyle. And you remember, I know you remember, that I got all of those crocheted items from the Carrot app, and then with some of them I made an absolutely adorable romper. Well, today I am going to be transforming this crochet top with this absolutely gorgeous, I think it's a pashmina actually, but I'm just going to use it as fabric. And I got this from my wonderful, bodaciously awesome buddy, Megan. And it was a wonderful little surprise package for me. So thank you very much, Megan. And you know what we're going to do? Because I just can't get this right. All right. So this, it's okay, it fits me, but I'm not a big fan of these kind of racerbacks or, you know, skinny little straps here because I'm a Gen X and I still to this day hate showing my bra straps. It's just a thing that I was raised with and I can't, I'm 50 and it's still stuck in there. So thank you, society, for doing that to me. Anyway, so with this fabric, I am going to add sleeves to this adorable little crochet knit top. And I don't think it's going to be that hard. So let's just go do it. For this hopefully a quick and easy project, you'll need your strappy top or dress or whatever the heck on top with straps here, and some fabric to create your sleeves. Now, of course, the fabric has to be long enough to create 2 sleeves, or basically, you know, 2 tubes of fabric to make the sleeves. Now, I've never actually done this before, especially not with like the racerback style. I do admit, though, that years and years and years ago, I did add some sleeves from a button-down shirt to a very simple spaghetti strap dress. It was not a racerback, though, but that was such a simple tutorial. Hopefully this is going to be just as easy. And if you missed it, because it was literally like almost a decade ago, I guess, I shall link that one down below for you. So luckily this is an awful lot of fabric here because as you can see, it's better on this side maybe. Okay, as you can see here, because it is a racerback, I have to fill in all of this before coming down to create the sleeves here. So not exactly sure how I'm going to do that right now, but let's just figure it out. And I'm going to grab my Schneider bust, my tailor's bust, and we'll see what we can do. So I got her for €5 when I was still living in Germany, and I've had her for like over a decade now, and she's moved internationally. She's been glued and mended, and she's okay. I'm still using her. So you don't have to have a lot of money, you know, to do what I do. And again, if I can do it, anybody can. So because her chest is not as big as my chest, I always put one of my bras on her just so things fit similarly. But this is the part that we are concerned about here. And again, if you don't have one of these, I am going to show you a different way right after this using just like a piece of cardboard. So anybody really can do this. All right, so my idea is got to put this through here like so. And right now I'm just workshopping ideas here, so nothing has to be perfect. Okay, so the idea is that the sleeves, of course, need to fill in this space here. I'm not concerned about this at all. I just want it to be filled in here. So that means I'm gonna have to have a shape that is like bigger here to fill this in, but then it has to get smaller to come around there, like so. So you can kind of get the idea of how I am trying to do this. And that's why I love having her, even though she's broken and, you know, was very, very cheap. because I can put stuff on her like this and see if it's going to work, because, you know, you can't do this on your own body. It's the back. It's very difficult. And at the end of the day, I could also just pin all this on as it is, stitch it on, and then chop out all of the excess fabric, and that's like the easiest way to do it. But now I'm going to show you a different way using like a big piece of cardboard or a tray or whatever the heck you have around your house. So because this is a lot of fabric and I don't need this whole big piece just for one sleeve, I'm simply going to chop it evenly in half. And so I folded it in half, and now I'm just going to chop on through. So this is a time where my Refashionista brain either went to cloud cuckoo land or it went to super awesome imagination land, because this is what I have come up with for anyone who doesn't have a Schneider bust, tailor's bust, mannequin, whatever the heck you can use to finish this project off. And I found a box. Sorry, this is very funny. I found a box that has a similar width to my back, and I put the top onto the box inside out. And now I'm going to grab one of my chopped pieces of fabric. Hey! Editing Sheri here, and if you enjoy my rockin' Refashionista content, please do go ahead and subscribe. Leave me a comment letting me know the kinds of DIYs and upcycles you would love for me to create and share with you. And of course, share my content with your online circles, and let's get even more people living a more rock star Refashionista lifestyle. And it also can help me reach my so far unattainable goal of 100,000 subscribers. All right, now back to the tutorial. All right, so because this chopped edge was fraying a bit, I just did a really quick and not so neat and tidy hem so it wouldn't fray anymore. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is match up one end here with the side seam of the top and pin it in place. And again, I have no idea if this is going to work or not. We're just testing things out right now. And I'm sure there's some of you who are going, what are you doing? That is so wrong. But you know what? I don't know what I'm doing. So I just have to try out a bunch of different things and we'll see what works. Because again, I'm totally self-taught. I haven't been doing this for that long. I started when I was like 38 and inherited a sewing machine. So don't kill me. I'm trying, doing the best I can here. And I'm sharing all of my ideas for free, no matter how silly they are. So I think the best thing to do is have a little bit of an overhang here, just in case I need that extra bit for any kind of seam allowance. All right, now I'm going to start pinning it in place. Okay, and I'm just going to go all the way around and continue to do that all the way up and around the strap down to the front until I reach this area again. And yeah, so that's boring, so we don't need to watch that. Okay, so I have it most of the way pinned around here, and I ended up switching it up and I put the wrong sides together here just because I didn't want this little folded over seam to be visible, and now it's going to be stitched directly onto the strap and no one will be the wiser. Plus, this fabric doesn't really seem to have a right side and a wrong side anyway, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, so as you can see, I simply did this using a cardboard box. So once again, if I can do this, you can do this. And you can also see here, I did end up doing what I said, and I went a little bit over for seam allowance, plus I have this overhang fabric here, and I'm not sure yet if I'm simply going to stitch all of this together all the way around and then just leave the bottom of the sleeves open and kind of fluttery. But first, let's just get this part stitched on first, and then we'll be able to see what we can do next. Okay, this actually seemed to have worked, my weird, crazy idea with a box and everything and pinning this all on. It worked. I did go ahead and stitch it overlapping, as I said I was going to, but now I don't know if I should leave that open, and then it's kind of like, ooh, look at this cool Stevie Nicks style scarfy wing sleeve. Or if I should actually, you know, put it all together and make it like a proper funky sleeve. I'm not sure. I have to go have a think for a little bit, I think. Okay, I had a think. I stitched on the other sleeve and I ate some lunch, you know, to get some protein, get some brain food going in there. And I really like how this looks all floaty, but it's kind of annoying, right? Because it opens like that. It's like weird. It's like a weird costumey cape looking thing right now. I feel kind of like a wise old owl. Woo, woo. Anyway, so I think what I'm going to do is, you can see here, this is the folded over, right? You can see there, it's folded over with the seam and everything. So I'm just going to fold it all together like so, do a quick seam there, shorten this so it's actually not, you know, super long, just to maybe my mid hand, just past my wrist. And I think that's going to look a lot better. It's still going to be floaty, still going to be nice wide sleeves, but it's not going to be annoying and, yeah, flippy flappy like it is now. So let's go do it. So now you can see better what I mean when I say it's folded over, right? Because I just stitched basically the whole thing on and just folded it over. Okay, so I thought, you know, I need to iron this. And then I had another thought and I remembered I have this iron-on hemming tape in my stash, and I've had this forever, and I've clearly never used it. It's brand new, but I think I'm going to give it a try for this because this is quite thin fabric, and I think this is going to work great. And then after, I can just do a really quick seam down here just to make sure everything stays in place because I don't really trust this stuff. So iron's heating up. I'm just going to go and, you know, iron this together. Okay, so you can see here, I have this pressed pretty flat. It's as even as it's going to get, I think. So I'm just going to take this hemming tape, as it's called, and pop it in between my two layers here, like so. And then apparently all I have to do is iron, and it's going to stick it together. So that would be very cool if that's how it's going to work. So here we go. Yeah, that seems to have worked. Yay! All right, so I have those side seams on the sleeves all stitched. Everything came out great. So I think I'm totally in love with hemming tape now because I didn't have to use any pins or faff about. Awesome. All right, so I have the sleeves lined up as best as I can get them. I mean, it's a little bit hard with these straps, but I think I did okay here. And I'm just going to chop the length and then give it a nice clean hem. And then it's finally going to be done and we can try it on and style it up. Can you believe how absolutely amazing this came out? The back is stunning. The front is even more gorgeous. And what did I use to make this? I used a box. So there we have it. More proof that you absolutely do not need to have any expensive tools or equipment or super duper special skills, you know, but if you want to improve your skills, absolutely check out my ebooks, my e-courses, because everything's in there and it's like something, you know, I'm so super proud of everything that I create, but especially my ebooks and e-courses. It's truly my heart and soul has gone into those, and I packed all of my skills that I taught myself over the years into especially that wonderful e-course. So please do check it out. And wow, let me know if you are going to make one of these, because isn't that awesome? No worry about bra straps showing, and it's just light, airy, and the colors, like I said, the colors are just magnificent together. And as I always say, until next time, stay safe, stay well, and I'll catch ya on the zigzag. I feel like a cool butterfly or another owl. Woo, woo.
This is Confessions of a Refashionista.